Alright, welcome back to GoodTime GameTime content, and this is going to be week 2 of our predicts. We've been getting slammed by our boss because he said we weren't doing spreads, even though we didn't even meet our threshold of 70% correct rate. We were told to now pick against spreads, so it doesn't matter, now we have the spreads picked out. We're going to be better, we're going to meet our threshold this week, and this week we're going to be making 10 picks again, trying to meet our 70% threshold, but we will also be competing against Wyatt.
All right, first game, Bears versus Buccaneers. We're taking the Bears. First game, Bears versus Buccaneers. We're taking the Bears at +3. They're going to have a bounce back week after getting blown out by the Packers. And the Buccaneers are going to start tanking.
So we got the Chiefs -2.5 at Jacksonville. We're going to go with Jacksonville +2.5 because the Chiefs did not look the same in week 1, and the Jaguars still beat the Colts despite the Colts having defensive touchdowns, lots of turnovers off of random fumbles. I think the Jaguars will patch it all up and they'll be better. Calvin Ridley's a monster and he's going to tear up the Chiefs defense.
Third game, Colts versus Texans. We're going to take the Colts at -1. Anthony Richardson has proven to be better than CJ Stroud already.
So we got the Jets at Dallas. Dallas comes into the game 9.5-point favorites. While that is a little steep and concerning, it's not a college football game. Before Monday Night Football, we made the graphics and the Jets were +2.5. And so it jumped from 2.5 to 7.5, or 2.5 to 9.5 without Aaron Rodgers. So I really don't have that much faith in Zach Wilson after I saw how he played and how Dallas' defense was against the Giants. So we're going to go with Dallas here. I think they'll definitely get that. Next up, we got the Commanders, who are 3.5-point underdogs at Denver. I think the Commanders are definitely going to come out with this one. They looked very strong last week despite playing a weak Cardinals team. But I think Sam Howell will have a breakout game, and I think he's the quarterback of the future.
Moving on to college football, we have Minnesota versus number 20 North Carolina. We're going to take North Carolina as their 7-point favorites, and Drake May has proven himself.
Moving on to our next game, we have Northwestern at Duke. Duke comes into this game 18.5-point favorites at home. While that is a little steep, I think Northwestern is just honestly trash. They don't have Evan Hull anymore. They don't have Jake Heck to mow their lawn, so I think Duke is definitely going to destroy them.
Wake up, filthy.
Next up, we have Louisville versus Indiana. We're taking Indiana as 10-point favorites, as they are led by Taven Jackson.
And for our last college football pick, we have Penn State 14.5-point favorites at Illinois. I think Illinois is trash as well. They just lost to Kansas football, not even Kansas basketball, Kansas football. So I don't see them coming even close to Penn State here.
We have one UFC matchup. We have Kevin Holland versus Jack Della Maddalena. We believe the American's going to take this one as he's coming back from a loss.
Come on, man. That's too easy.
All right, let's do this thing. I don't know if you can hear, they're downstairs shooting hoops. Maybe that's why they went, 4 for 10 last week. I'm up here crunching the numbers, 10 picks, real quick. Starting off, Vikings +6.5 Thursday Night Football. We shouldn't win this game, we shouldn't be in this game. We're gonna somehow be in this game. Vikings +6.5. Lock, by the time this is out, we'll know if I was right or wrong, but I was right. I'm also gonna take the Jets +9 versus the Cowboys. Everyone's counting them out. Cowboys look dominant, Jets lost Aaron Rodgers. I weirdly believe in Zach Wilson to cover. They're not going to win the game, but they'll cover. Dolphins, -2.5 versus the Pats. The Pats were lucky to be in that game against the Eagles. The Eagles tried to give that game to them. The Dolphins were dominant. They're going to dominate again. They're going to cover. It might stay close for a little bit. Backdoor cover, -2.5. I'm going to take this. I'm going to take the Seahawks +5.5 versus the Lions. Not impressed. I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid of the Detroit Lions. Seahawks, disappointing week 1. Hungry dog, +5.5. They might win that outright. Sneaky play, they're going to win that outright. Chiefs, Jags, under 51. Two high-powered offenses. I think that number's too high. I think it might be a little bit of a dogfight. These teams know each other very well, so I'm going to take under 51. 49ers, Rams, under 44.5. I think the Niners offense struggles a little bit. Their defense is solid, obviously probably best defense in the league. So I'm gonna say it's a dogfight. Niners win it, but it's close and it's low scoring. Commanders, Broncos. You hearing this? This is what I have to deal with. Commanders, Broncos, over 38. I think this could be a shootout. For some reason, this just screams shootout to me, and 38 is a low number. I think this game's in the 50s. Texans money line. Texans at home, 2 rookie quarterbacks. I'm just taking the home team. Jamar Chase, anytime touchdown. Bengals are going to bounce back this week against the Ravens. Tough division matchup. Again, lost the Browns last week. Jamar's getting in the end zone, though. Jamar Chase, anytime touchdown score. That's a sharp play. I promise they didn't give any touchdown scores. They don't know the game like I do. Chargers, -3, final pick versus the Titans. The Chargers are too good. The Titans are not. Simple analysis. I crunch numbers. It's what I do. I'm giving picks. I promise I did better than them. It's a fact. That's why they're down there and I'm up here. See ya.
That's going to be it for our 10 picks this week. Make sure to let us know your thoughts and opinions, and as always, like and subscribe.